I'm here to give you a general reading for the collective. Okay, this is general guidance, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. If it's not your story, it's not your story, and that's okay. If I have a little bit of time after the general reading, I am going to do some card pulls for people in the chat. So, I've been reading a new or listening to an audiobook by Denise Lynn, Energy Strands. So it's been very, very interesting. And taking a little bit of time for rest. All right. So kind of like I was sort of like forced into a little bit of quiet time. I was under the weather. So I'm grateful to be feeling better. And it gave me a chance to kind of like sit and focus on some rest, obviously. And then also I was able to download this ebook. And so I'm excited too. I'm on like the 4th chapter or something. So it's pretty interesting. Anyway, so I was watching as well this Radley Valentine and Denise Lynn podcast on YouTube. And they were, one of the readings that came up was a future talk with your future self. So I thought, you know what? I am going to do a card pull today for talk with your future self. So anyway, I am thanking Archangel Michael, my spirit guides who are protecting me today and creating a bubble of protection around me during this sacred act of divination. Thank you so much for being here today. And so let's see. I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe and not doom scrolling, not getting caught up in the world drama. And I think it's really important right now. There's a lot of distractions. And so the importance of where my energy goes, right? That's what I've been kind of learning more about with Denise Lynn. And obviously, like, I've known about that for a long time, but just reading a different perspective with this ebook or her book, Energy Strands. So anyway, and just how important it is not to feed into the fear and to keep our energy high vibrating. You know, pray for those who are less fortunate. You know, obviously be empathetic, but just be grateful. Be grateful for the life that you have today. And also, one of the things she was talking about in this ebook that I found really interesting was the fact that if we're really judging people and we're judging situations, or we're focusing on, like, one of the examples was this gentleman who was always complaining about female drivers. And so he was always constantly on the road having all these issues with these female drivers, which is really annoying. And it was because he was like constantly ruminating about the same thing, right? So it's important that we're keeping our thoughts really clear, clean, and high vibrating. So, oh my gosh, what's this? The Empress card. The Empress. Oh my goodness. Okay. So anyway, on to my reading. It's enough rambling for now. So I am just getting over a little flu right now. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, you guys. Welcome in. Okay. So she was just talking about, like, the different, how the energy flows and works. And, you know, as a reader, we're always so used to looking forward, and how it made a lot of sense, like her theories and what she believes and what she teaches and how we can do that. But then today I went and opened like an app that I have with Hay House, and it said, a Louise Hay quote came up, and it said, "Whatever I need to know is revealed to me in exactly the right time." So we just have to surrender. A lot of it is trusting and surrendering. And I love tarot and I love divination because for me, it gave me confirmation for my intuition, for my own intuition, you know, and that is what I hope on this channel brings to you guys as well who are seeing these videos. So anyway, so I'm going to do a 5-card spread. This is a talk with your future self. Okay. So this may or may not be for you. I'm reading these cards upright. These are the Angel Wisdom Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine. And so the first card is going to be your present self, okay? Your present self, your present self. Okay, what's going on? Well, your present self could also be the Empress. Okay, present self. Second card, my future self. Or sorry, my future self will thank me for. Huh, that's interesting. And the third card we're going to say is my future self tells me to focus on. Third card. Okay. Fourth, my future self tells me to cut off. What needs to be cut off? And advice from my future self. Okay. So, and I might clarify some of these as well, but I have, so your present self, it looks like somebody is like studying and focusing on studying. Okay. There's some sort of, an opportunity as well for somebody. So somebody right now is in the middle of something that they're thinking of, like a new endeavor, or they're thinking of doing, or they're starting a project, or they're like, should I go back to school and study this? Okay. So this is where you are presently sitting. Okay. The second card is my future self will thank you for. Okay, so I think your future self is going to thank you for doing a hard work, taking an opportunity, studying, investing in yourself. There's a lot of crows flying around lately, I'm noticing. So if that's an omen for somebody, I just saw like a huge crow fly past my window and land in a tree outside my window. Anyway, your future self will thank you for basically putting in the hard work and effort. All right. Being the fact that you're healing, working on healing as well, the fact that you maintain some sort of faith and you put in the hard work and effort. Okay. So this is what your future self is going to thank you for. And what my future self tells me to focus on. So they really want you to focus on happiness, bliss, celebration. Okay. I'm also picking up taking care of like, they want you to focus on making your home environment feel more cozy, clutter clearing, this type of thing. Because I've got this 4 of Wands here. They want you to focus on as well gratitude. Okay, this is gratitude. This is staying in a high vibrational frequency. This is loving and enjoying time with family and friends, celebrating, staying joyful, staying happy, staying high vibe. Okay, stay in this kind of like celebratory, sort of like happy, cheery energy. No matter what you're doing in life, okay, even the mundane things in life, we can put a little bit of spice or excitement to and stay happy. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. So your future self tells, what they're telling you to cut off is this, this 8 of Cups here. I think you're going to have to walk away from things. And also, yeah, this is about, they want you to cut off, things like not being certain of things as well too, kind of second guessing yourself. Okay, that needs to be nipped in the bud. Okay, as well, this could also be, I'm picking up now, is like running away from your higher calling or the things that you know, your responsibilities. Okay, abandonment. Okay, so this is what you need to cut off, this kind of mindset. Or this could also be like, fuck it. Like, I don't care anymore. Okay, so that is what needs to be cut off, that sort of mindset. I think if somebody is willing to put in the hard work and effort, you're going to rise up here. Okay? It looks like studying something, investing in yourself. Okay? Um, now, advice from your future self is you need to make sure that you're really taking a lot of action. Okay, I've got the Queen of Wands here. Stay loyal to yourself, and also to okay, and make sure that you're balancing your career and your personal life here. Okay, your future self is telling you, like, take action, but make sure that you have a healthy balance. Like, sometimes this is the Queen of Wands in this deck. And if you, I just noticed, like, she's like sat down. Like, I almost feel like timeout. Like, there's a healthy balance between, like, rushing around, burning yourself out, and taking time for your family, taking time to, like, sit, take care of your health. Please take care of your health. And to believe in yourself. Okay, to understand that, like, you're capable. Believe in you. All right, the world needs you. Okay, and also be really careful with trying to control things, like focusing on things that you can't control. For example, like world events, something that's happening over on the other side of the planet that we can't control. Okay, and then ruminating over fears and like that needs to, don't do that. Focus on gratitude, okay, not controlling. But to believe in yourself is really important here, and to believe that you're unstoppable. But to make sure that you know that you are a human being and not a human doing. And to chill out sometimes and just sit yourself down and take a moment of meditation. Okay, so making sure that you're balancing, but you don't underestimate yourself. You have the abilities to make your dreams come true. Okay, especially if you're on the spiritual path, like everybody does. Everybody. But if you're focusing on gratitude and you're putting in the hard work, you have this ability to make your dreams come true. All right? And I felt like I wanted to talk to the animals today. I had my little kittens all giddy. Now they took off. They were all excited. They get like their little zoomies. So let's see what the animals have to say here. Now I'm hearing, be careful with speeding. If you're driving, be careful with the speed, how fast you're going in your car. Okay? Overworking as well. Okay, Spirit, final advice. Final advice for the collective, Spirit, for this reading today. Please and thank you. What else would you like the collective to know at this time for the greatest and highest good? We're going to go with this one. Ah. Okay, yeah. So Frog Spirit pops up again. So it's time to clear out the clutter. And this is a 28, which breaks down to a 10, which is all about endings. Okay, so a lot of people are going through different upgrades in their life. A lot of people are making a lot of changes. I was also watching a podcast with Lee Harris and Pamela, the astrologer, and they were talking about just how tough it's been. Like 2025 is like has been such a big year, massive year, and we're almost halfway through it. So they were talking about like the first part of 2025 has been kind of like the tough part, and I feel like now we're gonna start getting into smoother waters, because it's a big change and pivot year. So it's not been easy. You know, a lot of people are going through a lot of things right now, and my heart and my prayers go out to everyone. Okay. So anyway, Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. Oracle message. Frog Spirit knows that while all the other frogs are croaking away, This is a time for you to simplify and declutter your life so you can feel content on your own lily pad. Even when life isn't creating a total cacophony, we can become drawn to the excitement of lots of noise. Then the next thing we know, our schedules and homes are cluttered with commitments we regret making and objects taking up valuable space. Even relationships need decluttering, as they often become messy. Frog Spirit appears to tell you to clean house, prioritize what you need, and get rid of or give away the rest, so you have some space in your day and in your head. You don't need the old stuff and its stories shouting at you from the past. Along with physical clutter, friendships are sometimes kept long past their expiration date, weighing you down with unnecessary baggage. Now is the time to let it go. Whatever you need will appear when you need it, so release the grip on all that clutter that is making you feel anxious and burdened. Frog Spirit wants you to reclaim your space, unencumbered by shoulds, oughts, and could have beens. Let go and jump. You are free from all that old stuff. Oh, I love Frog Spirit. I love it. Okay, so it's time to like detoxify, whether that be like diet, your thoughts, friend groups, you know, work environment issues, your space, physical stuff. Okay, so that is the general reading for today, everybody. I hope that helps. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I wear contacts, so I try to give myself a little break once in a while. And so thank you. I hope you guys are all doing good. Okay, so I want to ask you guys, who would like to have a couple of card pull? Okay, so I'm going to read for YP. Okay, I see YP first. So I'm going to read for YP. And let's see what's going on. I'm going to try to make them a little shorter so I can get in more people. But let's see what's going on for YP. Remember, the quote is, whatever I need to know is revealed to me in exactly the right time. That's what I saw today when I opened up the Hay House app, the Louise Hay. That's by Louise Hay. Whatever I need to know is revealed to me in the right time. Okay, so YP, you're welcome. And then I will read for Aditi. I will read for Aditi then, and YP. Okay, you guys. And then I can read for Star. All right. So what's coming in for YP, please? Thanks for being here, you guys. YP. Okay. Okay, so tell me what... Okay. So you look like you're okay, YP. You look like you are very abundant, self-sufficient. They want to tell you that this person, they said, just take it easy. Just take it easy here. But you're very like a sophisticated person. Okay, tell me about the person on their mind. Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of the person on your mind is really like impulsive. Okay, and there's a lot of coming and going I'm seeing with that person. All right, are they coming back around to YP? There's they're kind of like this, I don't know why I want to use this expression, but this like wild cowboy, like this maverick kind of energy. And it looks like this person also could have a lot going on. Like they're pretty busy right now. All right. Okay, so somebody is considering their options. They're making some decisions. Okay, they could be deciding which way to go. All right. Okay, YP. I feel like they're kind of like they're in the middle of choosing something. Okay, be careful because this person looks a little bit like not very stable. We'll put it that way. All right, so don't, like at this point, and this is just advice that's coming in, they're coming back with an offer. But what I was going to say is just be careful because trust is earned. And this person looks a little bit like they're a little bit impulsive. Okay? So if you have a really like a romantic date with them and then all of a sudden they ghost you and then you don't hear from them for a couple of days, I think it's really I think you have to be careful not to sit there and like future trip. Like, where is this going? You know, if you're, it looks like they're going to come in and offer you something though. Tell me more about YP and YP's, the person on YP's mind. Also, they could be busy with work. Oh, the Tower. They're bogged down right now. Yeah, I can feel it. I feel like they're going to come trotting back in and kind of, this could be a little bit of a, something happened with them. I just feel like this could be somebody who kind of like comes in, comes and goes. I'm getting a lot of this. There's a little bit of like being aimless. Absolutely. So it might not really be worth your effort. I feel like they're going to come back in. Okay. And they're going to try to like apologize, but I feel like they've got some sort of like a trick up their sleeve or something. So you need to be really mindful with this person. They don't look very stable. They look like overwhelmed. They've got some sort of, they could create a lot of like they're not stable. I feel like with the Tower card showing up here, they come in, they surprise you with an offer, but then they look a little they're coming and going, and they could create a little bit of instability in your life. Okay, you're going to have to be very, what is that as well? No way. Okay, so you might have to be a bit Queen of Swordsy with them, like be really direct and like, what's going on with you? Just tell me, I need the truth. Okay? And there's possibly busyness with work. I don't want to exactly jump to the conclusion of third party, but possibly. It could be that they have a lot of other things going on. Like I feel like this person is like managing a lot of things. You might end up putting a 10 of Swords at an ending to this, okay? It just might end up making you feel like you're carrying a burden with them. Like it's too much. Like I don't want to wait around for them. I don't, if it's not the type of relationship you're looking for, the advice would be to just put an end to it. Yeah. So I hope that helps. It might not be worth your time and effort, but see how things unfold for you. But I see the Tower could just be like an unstable person. Okay. And always like depends on where their placements are, but it could be somebody who just enjoys like that dramatic, passionate entrance, and then they want to like Uranus energy. Okay, I don't want to say a particular sign because everybody's different, but people who just like to come in and surprise you and like this type of energy and then like ghost you and sort of like play these sort of games. So I hope that helps. I wish I could deliver like a happier message for you, but that's what I got. So YP, thanks for being here. Take care with your situation, all right? Aditi, you're up next. Okay, so what's coming in for Aditi? Aditi. Okay. Yeah. So I saw that somebody is not wanting to work on something. This is like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is what's going on. Okay. I've got the Eight of Pentacles in the reversed. They're saying here, have a little bit of patience. Okay. Have patience or moderate. Like, don't remember runner chaser. If we're putting a lot of focus on that person, if it's like no contact right now, just like temper yourself and like chill out. Don't like over focus or hyper focus on it. There's upset here. I've got the Tower card. There's upset. There's upset going on with that person. I feel like they're as well kind of waiting. I feel like you guys are both in the middle of a waiting game, but there's like, it's been like, it feels like this doesn't feel good. It feels like upset. Upset? Tell me more for a DT situation. About the person on her mind. Oh. Well, this feels to me a little bit like he wants to come in, or they want to come in and offer you something, give you something. And they're looking, I feel like they're inquisitive as well. They're curious about you. They could be spying. Page of Swords in the reversed. They feel like there's codependency going on here. Okay. There's codependency. Tell me more about that. Ugh. I feel like you're going to get, you may want to like, so there's some sort of codependency. I think you guys both feel some sort of like chemistry or some like attraction that you're really both pulled towards. Like you're both like, oh my gosh, like I hate this person. You're both feeling that. I can see this person's feeling that. You feel a commitment. You feel like some sort of like a connection. Like there is some, but there's a little bit of waiting energy. There's a little bit of like wanting to move on, but feeling like there's those cords, those energetic cords, which are really strong between the both of you. Okay. I feel like somebody's kind of brewing and stirring and like thinking and kind of trying to decide. It's like, I want to put this behind me, but I feel sad. I feel depressed. Okay. With this Three of Wands, this is what I'm picking up with here. Both feeling very like, this is my person, this is my commitment, but a like love-hate sort of like push-pull. Okay. But it looks like there's going to be a breakthrough or some sort of communication. And it looks like somebody's going to try, like it won't be like coming in like petty or with games. Okay. The advice would be just to kind of like put your guard down and hear this person out if they come in with communication. All right. And try not to be so like angry or rigid. If you're, like just hear them out, try to like balance your emotions and be like, be fair. Okay. Because it looks like you're feeling similar things, but they feel really like, the other thing to be really careful of is not to feel like somebody's trapped in something, because there's a little bit of like, I feel stuck energy. I feel trapped with this person, or I don't want to feel this way, or this kind of energy. All right. So this sounds a little bit like runner chaser. But I hope that helps you, and good luck in your situation. Thanks for being here, you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to pull for Star, just a couple of cards for Star here. If you're still here. Oh, uh-oh. My kittens are just like, okay, for Star. So let's see. Star, please. Well, you've been working pretty hard, okay? You've been putting in a lot of hours. There's a lot of stress. You need to make sure and let people help you, okay? because you could make yourself really burdened and sick here. All right, Star. Anything else for Star, please? Anything else for Star? Okay. So it looks like you have some sort of protective, loyal person around you, a masculine energy, who is kind of seeing you go through this, like a lot going on, pretty stressed out. Okay, sort of like a guard. It could be just a guardian angel, but somebody's watching out for you. They're also saying here, you need to plan carefully about something, okay? And make sure you're managing your resources wisely, Star. All right. Make sure as well that you're like something about being a charitable person. All right. But it looks like you're pretty overworked here. Oh, okay. That's what that is. Oh man, this Tower card is coming out for everybody today. So there's some sort of, they want you to make sure that you're managing your finances wisely. Okay. And be careful with extremes like how you give and receive money. This is really, be very careful with this. You've got some sort of unexpected revelation, and you might be releasing some sort of old belief systems, but a big transformation is coming in. Okay. And it looks like you've got some, like a couple of different options here when it comes to love. I see some sort of new beginning, some communication, some flirting coming in for you. This might be a surprise for you. Okay. And they want you, and we are in Mercury retrograde. So if you're going through any documents or signing of anything, they really want you to make sure that you're reviewing the documents carefully. All right. But yeah. And then under the deck, I've got this, some sort of King of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles coming in. So you might be going through some sort of upheaval or some big breakthrough. And then you have some people that are wanting to come in and help you. And could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. It could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But somebody's really crushing over you and watching you. So you have some people that really want to come in and support you. So make sure that you are opening yourself up to support, okay? And you do have some sort of stability coming in. This could be like a job promotion, some financial stability, okay? And make sure that you're honoring your family's traditions, okay? But at this time, you need to really plan carefully. But if you do this, you've got this beautiful 10 of Pentacles coming in for you, and you open yourself up to people. Don't think that you have to take on everything by yourself and stress yourself out and make yourself sick. Okay? All right. Watch out for those extremes and how you give and receive money. But I hope this helps. Thank you guys so much for being here today. So this is going to be my live for today, you guys. If I wasn't able to get to you today for a reading, I do go live periodically through the week, so please be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much for your likes, your comments, and subscribes. And remember to take good care of yourself and don't stress and stay blessed, okay?